Growing up, not easy.
Yeah, my mother, the drugs hit the area. She was one of them that got caught. So yeah, she was very young. We went into foster care. You get attached to you get attached and then boom, oh, let's move over here. I didn't see it as a negative. I use it as a positive.
Actor Barry Keoghan has lived through hell. After 13 different foster homes as a child and a mother who overdosed on heroin, he was left helpless. But he found himself through acting and was able to provide for his family until his own demons came back to haunt him. So let's get into it. Ever since the release of the movie Saltburn, we've been seeing a lot of Barry Keoghan everywhere, whether he's on the red carpet or with his girlfriend Sabrina Carpenter. But there's a lot to Barry that the public doesn't realize that he has gone through. I mean, Barry has earned a reputation for loving and leaving beautiful women and enjoying a drink or two, which we will get to. But Barry is far from a Nepo baby or a trust fund baby. He had a really tough childhood. For 7 years, from the age of 5, Barry was moved around 13 foster homes with his brother Eric due to his single mom's struggles with drugs. Tragically, his mother passed away from a heroin overdose at the age of 30 when the actor was just 12 years old, and then he went on to live with his grandmother Patricia, a mother of 10. So his grandmother Patricia already had her 10 children and she's probably exhausted, so taking on 2 more boys was a lot. Thankfully, the brothers survived that experience and were kept together the entire time. So Barry relied on his brother for support, and they were kind of in it together, and thankfully they made it out the other side.
When you said we were moved, was there just me and my brother? Wow. Would it be daft to think that it's all that kind of life is all negative?
It wasn't though.
Yeah.
The families are good. I'll be sitting here lying saying like if they weren't, but they were good. Like we were treated very well, but it's still not a nice thing. But I didn't see it as a negative. I use it as a positive. Push me on and stuff. So
To push it on, how do you mean?
just it gives me drive to do what I'm doing, and it's not to dwell on it and not to I'm comfy now talking about it, and when I'm a bit older talking about it, but it certainly gives me that that bit of that ammunition and that
Anger?
no anger.
Now, it seems like Barry's mother was like a lot of people in Ireland at this time because they had a major issue with heroin. Barry said it was a new thing and people didn't know the effects. He said the drugs hit the area and it affected all the families, and she was one of them that got caught up. I was living with my nanny at that stage. I was 12. My mother was very young. She was 31. I have great memories of her and I'm very proud of her. He said every family was good to us. As a kid, you don't know what's happening. You get attached and then boom, you move over here. So he's talking about the foster care system, and I don't know how it works overseas, but he was bounced around until one of his family members were willing to take him on. Barry has said that the loss of his mom has spurred him on to achieve great things. He was left thinking, what more can I lose? The only way is forward. Barry was determined to prove to people that people from his background could make it in Hollywood. He has said the textbook version with that is that you go down the wrong road because you're damaged or whatever, but that's not the case. I had people thinking that of me, people always judging people about the area they come from. So he's trying to prove everyone wrong, that this kid from Ireland who came up in a struggling household can make it big in the industry.
But growing up, not easy.
Yeah.
Can I ask about your mom?
My mother, the drugs hit the area. She was one of them that got caught. So we went into foster care and went to a few of them.
How many homes would you have gone into down through the years?
13.
13 in total?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But I understand you had a very positive experience
Yeah,
in a foster home.
Yeah, every family was good to us, As a kid, you don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
You get attached. Say, you get attached and then boom, oh, let's move over here, and then let's move over. I don't have a hometown, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's so hard to watch Barry speak about this because he's still so young in this clip, and you could just only feel, sympathy and empathy for this kid who's experienced so much loss so early on and who had to grow up pretty quickly. He said, I used to think, wouldn't it be amazing if I ended up in Hollywood given everything that's been dealt, which it is amazing, and he should be proud that he's here. Barry has given thanks to his grandmother, his aunt, and his older sister Gemma for the way he turned out and for his success. The 3 women shared a 1-bedroom while they co-raised the boys after the death of their mother. Now, Barry's mother, Debbie, has not become a distant memory. he has honored her during his success. Reports write that Oscar-nominated actor Barry Keoghan has candidly revealed he prays daily to his mother, who tragically lost her life to heroin addiction when he was just 12 years old. In an interview with the Sunday Times, Barry opened up about his childhood memories of his mother and revealed that he thinks of her daily and speaks to her through prayer. Barry also highlighted the sacrifices his family had to make to raise him following the death of his mother, saying, "My cousin, who I call my sister, she was 15 and gave up her bedroom for us to live in. Until 5 years ago, she was sleeping in a room with my aunt. I owe them all so much. My family is most concerned about my well-being. All the stardom and stuff is secondary to them, but they have a good chat about it in the pub." So it's sweet that his family made those sacrifices and that they are now able to hopefully get taken care of because Barry is doing so well for himself. But he still has his own personal struggles with what he had gone through and his own issues with drinking.
No, but yeah, it's a weird one.
You said us. You mean you and your
Me and my brother, yeah.
And
Yeah.
were you kept together all the time?
They kept us together, yeah, which was great. So.
And you say it's a weird one. What do you mean?
I mean, as a kid, you don't know what's happening. Like, you know, you I don't know. You don't know what's happening, and it's only when you get older you can look back and go, you know, you can get a bit of perspective on it.
And how old were you when your mum died? Or were you...
I was living with my nanny at that stage. We were I think 12.
Right.
Yeah.
She must have been quite young.
Yeah, she was very young. She was what? She was 30, 31.
That's desperately sad. Too young.
Yeah.
Too young. But you have fond memories of her. Is that fair to say?
I have great memories of her.
Yeah. You're proud of her.
Yeah, very proud of her.
She'd be proud of you tonight, I'd say.
Yeah.
Now, when Barry was in his teen years, he was enamored with acting, and he did some impressions of his own. Reports claim that he was doing impressions and putting on accents for prank calls, and he was playing different characters each time. But living in Dublin, back in Ireland, it wasn't easy to become an actor, so he wasn't really in a great environment for this. But at 16, Barry happened upon a casting notice that was pasted up in a shop window for a film called Between the Canals. He claims he slyly took the numbers so no one would see him, and he called it when he got home. They said they were waiting for funding, but I didn't know what that meant. All I saw was time off school, get paid, F it, I'm going to do that. Barry claims he was only 17 at the time and didn't really know what he was doing. He said, but I got a feel for it and I found that I was very relaxed in front of the camera, which helps a lot. The film's director told the publication that Barry was calling him every few weeks until he eventually casted him. After getting a taste for acting, Barry enrolled in the Factory, a local acting school in Dublin. Even though he was super broke at this point and could barely afford the bus ticket to go to school, he still went. And then Barry soon became a local star after they cast him as Wayne in The Heartless Cat Killer. It's cute, actually. Barry tweeted Stan Lee back in 2013 asking to be casted as a superhero, and then 8 years later it happened. So I think manifesting is real. Actually, back in college, I remember I manifested like wanting to do YouTube. I didn't really know exactly what it was, but I would say it a lot, and I'm so happy to be doing what I do now. Now I manifest a bunch of other things. We've been manifesting together. I want you guys to manifest something right now. Even put in the comments if you want to. I think putting in writing sometimes is really nice. So this is a safe space for you to share your hopes and dreams. Now fast forward to 2022, Barry earned his first Oscar nomination, reuniting with Colin Farrell and co-starring along Brendan Gleeson in The Banshees of Inisherin. So despite this guy going through all this hardship as a kid, he ended up like quickly making it to Hollywood. And that just shows how determined he was and how he just went out there and made his dream come true. No one came knocking on his door saying your impressions are really good, or oh, that prank call you did, like that character was amazing. You know, he went out there and made it for himself, which is really admirable.
Are you proud of what he's achieved?
I am, yes, very proud.
He's come through and he's a good guy.
Yes.
Congratulations to you for bringing him up the way you have, because you've lots to be proud of. Do you ever see yourself as a possible role model then for young people in the community?
I mean, just what I've mentioned there, 13 homes, you know. Yeah, if that was on paper, you kind of go, he's destined to do mess up, you know. Yeah. But I went against it and didn't dwell on it. Used it as ammunition almost. So, I mean, I hope I inspire younger ones to kind of go, you know, wherever you're into sports, wherever, just go and do something, you know. I mean, I just used it. I really did. I used it.
And it's going.
And now I'm representing in the hills. Yeah.
Now, another bizarre struggle I found that Barry had gone through was an infection. He actually almost died from a rare flesh-eating infection. Oh, God. Barry spoke about his battle with necrotizing facility. This is not a medical channel. Necrotizing fasciitis. fastidious. Well, it's rare, hopefully rare enough that we're not going to see it on this channel ever again. It's a bacterial infection that eats away at the skin, muscles, nerves, fat, blood vessels around the infected wound. Oh, so it eats everything. Oh, it's eating humans. Ew. I don't even want to think about that, especially with the world heating up. With the world heating up with the global warming, guys, like there's gonna be a whole new infections, fungi, things that like would not have lived before that are gonna live now. And like I'm just about to like lock up my house, get my paper towels and my Clorox ready. Falling ill right before 2022, right before his film began shooting, Barry said that they had to amputate the infected area. He was on the table. He recalled asking the doctors if he was going to die, to which they replied, well, we don't know. Ugh. The actor, Barry, did not specify how or where he became infected. Gross. What was amputated? Like, you can't just leave us off on that. Like, what was amputated? He said we were only about 4 days out from shooting, and his arm, okay, so we noticed its arm was puffed up, but he was like, yeah, no, I'll be fine. I'll see you there on Tuesday. Which, geez, okay, so his arm, part of his arm was amputated. Finger, like an elbow. Ew, there's like the arm doesn't really have much to get off, so it must have been just like a chunk of skin. I'd actually like a little more details on that so I can learn how to avoid it. But let's talk a little bit more about his dating history, because that's a big part of his reputation. This headline reads that Barry's reputation history isn't as squeaky clean as fans have been led to believe. That's because once upon a time he was with his longtime partner named Allison. It seems like there's a theme when it comes to Barry picking up women, because he typically has a girlfriend already and then he flirts with another girl and then he ends up, dating them and cheating on the last, which supposedly happened with Allison and another woman named Shauna. Now, Allison is a Scottish dentist, but supposedly they had ups and downs because of Barry's partying. Reports claim that they've grown apart over recent months and things have finally come to a head. His partying caused arguments. Allison also suspects that he has gotten close to someone else and is adamant that there's no going back, which is difficult because if you guys did not know, Barry has a son with Allison. They actually moved to Dundee, where Allison has family back in Scotland, I believe. And unfortunately, Barry is working here in LA, so he's far away from his family and kind of just forgot about his son and his ex-partner. But fortunately, Barry had his partner Shauna to help him move over to California and adjust to his new lifestyle. Barry said that she made me a man. She's the girl I want to be with for the rest of my life. Yet that wasn't to be. Him and Shauna, of course, broke up, and having a baby across the world, it doesn't make anything any easier. I want to talk a little bit more about Barry and Allison. They met in February 2021. Their child was born in August 2022, and they officially broke up in January 2024. Even though I would argue that that was an earlier timeline because he's been with Sabrina. Now, their son's name is Brando, and he's adorable. Barry said, becoming a father, it's indescribable. It's a love I've not felt before. You can learn from how you were raised. I have the chance to do things that weren't done for me. So Barry does like the idea of being a father, but he also had this huge career and opportunity sprung on him that it seems like he just kind of left it all behind, which is sad to think about.
What was your I've made it moment?
Oh my God, I've made it.
What was your I've made it moment?
I'm gonna say it. There I have my boy. My baby boy.
Oh, you had a baby. Oh, the baby was making a baby.
Not me personally, but my I was just there to watch and support.
Oh, I just love him. I love Barry. Yeah, he's so sensitive. Yeah, you love your fucking son.
Now, Barry was very involved in his son's life, especially when he was filming Saltburn. He claims he only took off 1 day. Barry's son was born while he was filming this production, and he had limited time off before he had to return to filming. He said, they gave me 1 day off. Good on them. Day off and then straight on to night shoots and night feedings. Boom. Even though it was a busy time, Barry claims it was all worth it, saying it was probably the best time of my life, to be fair. Having a baby boy and leading in a movie, it was the best time, I must say. Since they have split up, Barry has been quoted saying that Allison's done a great job and she's an incredible mother. And he's probably paying her a pretty penny when it comes to, custody or some parental support, especially because he's out here living the fast life. He's now dating Sabrina Carpenter, who is topping the charts with her single Espresso. Sabrina Carpenter has opened up about how fun and messy her romance is with Barry. Emphasis on the messy. Sabrina went public with her relationship with Barry, and she said at a Vanity Fair Oscars party that she was enjoying the newness of it all. She said the relationships that I actually want to put my energy into have been so interesting or invigorating because they take me away from other things I love. So yeah, it's fun and it's messy. And messy it must be, because there are certain blind items and rumors that this relationship may not be as happy as they're trying to make it out to seem, especially Barry trying to get out of this relationship, and maybe it's all a PR stunt for both of them to get clout. Either way, rumors like these are not pretty.
Apparently, Barry Keoghan is wanting out of his PR relationship with Sabrina Carpenter, so he is allegedly doing things to make her uncomfortable in the bedroom. This foreign-born A/A- list actor is already asking things of his new singing girlfriend he knows she won't be into intimately. He is already looking for a way out. And again, this is allegedly Barry Keoghan and Sabrina Carpenter.
Now, there are some red flags when it comes to Barry. For example, he was arrested in Dublin for allegedly being drunk on a balcony of an apartment. Police sources told the press that the actor was cautioned and released without charge following a complaint about his behavior. A couple years earlier, he was the victim of what appears to be a terrifying assault in the Irish city of Galway. Barry was reported to have been found with facial injuries outside the hotel and was taken to a hospital for treatment. Now, there are some, mixed messages when it comes to this fight in particular. Some say actually it was between Barry and his brother was in fact the one who was harmed, but we really don't know the truth.
Someone had reported that a man was standing on the balcony of an apartment building. They were scared that this man looked really intoxicated and could do himself harm. Never in their wildest dreams could they have thought that this man that they were scared for was actually the one and only Irish actor Barry Keoghan. Police arrived at the scene very quickly, thinking they were about to save a man, but what they saw confused them. Barry was just peacefully standing on the balcony, as if he had no care in the world. You'd expect someone that drunk to make a huge ruckus when they saw the police, but Barry didn't even make a peep. So at 6:45 on the morning of Sunday, April 10th, Barry was taken into custody for several charges.
Now, Barry did post something cryptic while posing on Instagram after the alleged attack that may involve his brother, we're not sure. He wrote, "Note to self, I told you so, sincerely, your intuition." The post was deleted, but it makes me think that this fight was a little bit more personal than him just getting jumped, because he kind of had a pre-thought, a predisposition about what was going to happen by saying, "Note to self, I told you so." What did you tell yourself, Barry? That you and your brother were going to fight, or that you and someone else were going to fight, or that this was going to happen? If he was jumped, then he wouldn't have had this, mentality. Earlier that Monday morning, he also posted a message on his Instagram stories writing, "Remember why you started." I have to admit, I think Barry Keoghan is an interesting actor to add to the Hollywood stars, and I'm interested in his story and what's going to happen with him, because I feel like he's a little bit unpredictable. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Did you enjoy this video? Let's go ahead and open this P.O. Box package item. It's pretty large. It looks like it's from Blazy Susan. Why do I feel like I've heard this name before? Maybe they reached out to me. Blazy Susan? Okay, wow. We've got a lot of stuff here. Holy crap. Okay, wait, let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Hi, Sloan. Your videos are awesome. Keep going. Much love, Blazy Susan. Hashtag Blazy Gang. And they sent me a huge PR box. Oh my gosh. Look at this. What is this stuff? Okay, so we've got smoking things. Okay, guys, I do smoke weed. I guess I don't have to whatever. It's illegal it's legal in California, and I'm not a big stoner, but I like to enjoy my weed, and I like to smoke with my boyfriend, chill out. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I'm obsessed, Blazy Susan. So they sent me this merch. We've got something else here. What is this? Oh, it's a little beach ball. Cute. A little beach ball. We've got, oh my gosh, the merch. I need to look them up right now, guys. Go ahead and check out their link in the description below, because this merch is unreal. We've got the Blazy Susan hat. Oh my god. So Y2K. Then we got another one in white. I love the fuzzy hats. These are so cute. And I love the merch. It's not too in your face. We've got another fuzzy black hat right here. So cute. I need to open it. So cute. Oh my gosh, I'm putting this one on right now. Wow. Wow, I love it. Blazy Susan, you outdid yourself. Amazing hats. And then right here, it looks like we've got a tray with a bunch of roll papers to roll. High rollers right here. We've got some pink rolling papers. Oh my gosh, we've got a tray, which I'm dying for because I have no trays in my apartment. I'm gonna use this for normal use because look how cute this is. I feel like this belongs in this room because the lighting and stuff, like it just fits with it. We've got some Blazy wraps right here, some rose wraps. We've got this thing, which I believe is a plastic grinder, which I've always wanted a plastic one because the rust one I've been using for years is like really rusted. I mean, the metal one I've been using for years is so rusted. So this is so cute. And look at that branding. Like, oh my gosh, the branding is adorable. Here we've got a bunch of different kind of cones. There's different counts. This one's 50, this one's 25, queen size. Right here we've got Blazy Susan, purple cones. Wow, I love that you have all of these. Thank you so much. It looks like we're celebrating 420 at Sloan's house this year. Right here, we've got an ashtray, adorable. Some more wraps, like little ones too. It looks like they have every size, which I love that this company exists. Oh my gosh, and I have to look at the merch. So cute. We've got a cute shirt right here, Blazy Susan. And then we've got a sweatshirt, which I love. Oh, thank you so much, Blazy Susan. You guys need to go and check out their brand. There's so much to get from them. I'm just like, I'm shook. And the branding, get a good look at that branding. See, we're gonna make it focused. It's like so adorable. It's like a little Blazy Susan, a little stoned Blazy Susan. Thank you. I'm so excited about this tray too. This is like so nice. Everything's so nice. Like that merch, the merch. You're kidding me. Thank you so much, Blazy Susan. Go ahead and check out their line below. I'm super impressed, and I'll let you know how it hits. And until next time, I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye, guys.